A question that pops up most of the times is that Daktari, you've told us not to eat sugar because sugar causes a lot of problems. But at the same time, you've also told us to eat fatty meats when sugar is stored in fat cells as fats. So then how do we avoid eating all this sugar that is stored in the fat cells as fat? Is it not going to cause us a lot of problems in terms of obesity and insulin resistance and diabetes and all these conditions that are actually coming in as a result of sugars? And the answer is very simple. Eating fatty meats or all these foods that are rich in fats cannot cause you problems. Why? Because the target is not about just the sugars and the fats. The target is about the insulin. Remember, insulin is the hormone that is supposed to send sugar from blood into the cells for either utilization or storage. Okay, so when you're storing it, that's when you're putting up fat. But the truth is, when you're eating that fatty meat, you're not eating sugar, you're eating fat. So sugar has already been converted into fat. And fats are the only foods or macronutrients that ensure insulin is down or lower because they don't spike insulin. The danger is spiking this insulin through eating processed carbohydrates and even the complex carbohydrates sometimes, but on a lower value, okay? But now, that is the challenge. The challenge is not about just eating. The challenge is about the spikes that happen after eating the meal. So fats do not spike insulin, therefore they will not cause you problems. They are actually foods that actually ensure insulin is low, and through that you start burning what you've stored and you empty fat cells. That's how you start losing weight, and that's how diabetes and these chronic conditions like insulin resistance, all of them that come from that center, they disappear. So therefore, continue eating fatty meats, avoid the sugars. When you're eating fatty meat, you're eating fat, you're not eating sugar. All right? So you only get either ketones because you're training the body to now rely on fats to burn it to give you energy, which is the ketone bodies. But when you're eating sugars, your body loves that. It runs to that, breaks it down to give you ATP, very small amount of it, but then the rest of it is stored in the fat cells as fat. So fat is quite different from sugar, but fat is actually the storage form of sugars. So keep eating the fatty meats.